Last year, we bought our first Ferrari. Well, sort of.
Underneath the red paint and the 33 Ferrari badges, this is actually a Toyota MR2 Turbo, but someone has had a go at turning into a 355 Ferrari replica.
We paid £5,000 for it, convinced we could make this faster, better, and somehow cooler.
But we never really gelled with it. And the more time that we spent with this car, the more we realised it's a bit of a heap.
The MOT has now expired, it's got a list of issues that stop it from being road legal, and as it sits right now, it is basically worth nothing. So today, our mission is to fix as many issues as we possibly can, try and get it roadworthy, and then see if we can sell it for a profit.
And whether it passes or fails its MOT, we'll be putting it through an auction to see if we can actually make some money from this car, or find out if this is one of the worst ideas we've ever had. And the first job is to get it started.
Runs like a f***ing dream.
And before getting it on the ramp, we had a quick look in the engine to see if we could spot why it was running so rough. And then I spotted something.
In an MR2, which this is underneath, they have a little plate here that funnels water away, because obviously you need heat to get out. This doesn't have that, which meant water was getting in the plugs, which we knew about, but I don't like that face.
Steady. There's the water level.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Ready?
That is a horrible smell.
It's really not a good smell. Let's check this one.
Water?
Every plug. Will, I'll let you do the honours on this one, mate. Now, there is something else. When we bought this car, we looked under the passenger floor mat. Oh my good God. It was rough. Would you like to do the honours?
Where's the car?
It's true and not feeling that.
If it doesn't hoover off or unbolt, we ain't doing it.
Oh, you know what? It's better. That's what we had to do. All we have to do is let it sit. Sit it and it will, you know, the mould will fix itself.
That like water smell. It's like mouldy.
Ah! Straight in the eye. There you go.
Running normally?
That's 4 cylinders. Let's see if we get it on a rev up.
Very rich. Now, we got a bunch of parts. We got a load of bits from Febby and from Blueprint that we're going to swap in. So I think we change the leads, we change the plugs. We also have a distributor cap and a few other bits, but let's start with leads and plugs, see where we go, and then we will advance from there. So the wet spark plug with really quite black up there. So it's been running real rich, but obviously that's partly because plugs haven't really been working. So we will, we won't put those back in. Here are 3 of the plugs removed. They are a little bit black on the top. I also noticed this one, perhaps it was dropped or something. There's 2 of them that have been gapped slightly differently to the others. But that's how they look. They actually don't look too terrible. Rust, because it's right underneath that. We might look at a solution for that. We also might not. And that is a good time to mention that Febby Bilstein, one of the sponsors of the channel, now do spark plugs. When I had a look on the parts finder, I was quite surprised when I saw these. These are Febby branded platinum spark plugs. These are just right for this car because they are OE matching quality. So we'll stick them in, see if they make a difference.
And then while Will is doing that, this car is going to go off for an MOT, our UK inspection. There are a lot of things it needs to be able to do to get past that inspection. Some of those are more structural things. Does it have rust? Do the ball joints work? All that sort of stuff. But there are easy things like, do your lights work? That if they don't and everything else is good, you will still fail on. So it's better that we check those now and then not have a failure. So Ben, you're going to be my man. I'm going to call out things and you're going to tell me if they work or not. Left indicator.
Yes, sir.
Right indicator.
You feel me my ass then?
Yeah.
Indicator.
Yeah, that's the left one.
Right indicator.
Correct.
Main beam.
You need to pop your pop-ups.
But even with the headlight switch on, they still weren't popping up, which would be an instant MOT fail, and so needs investigating. Right, so first thing that we're going to do, we're going to check fuse box. Easiest place to start. The fact that they were working before and that they light up, but they both don't actually come up with the motor, implies to me that it's a electrical issue, not that they've both failed. It would be quite unlikely. So we'll start with that.
So let's do this.
No, that is a bonnet pop, Ben, but I do appreciate your help. Well, I've just looked it up and a load of people have said this is quite common for them both to stop working if someone has previously installed a sleepy iMod, which is a thing, for some reason, some people do to Japanese cars, where they make the pop-ups go like halfway up. It looks stupid, I don't know why they do it, but I'm wondering if that might be why. So I'm gonna check for some hidden switches. Right, we need to push this backwards. Ready? Yeah! I'll be honest, I think the brakes are a little bit seized.
So with the car not going anywhere, I got to work replacing the HT leads.
Right, so that is new spark plugs and new HT leads, both from Febby Bilstein and from Blueprint. So we'll give it a start and see if that's improved things. Okay. Way better. There's a tiny little grumble there, but we need to service this car as well, so we'll keep on having a look, see if we find anything else, but those are good signs. It might look like a Ferrari, and I know it's convincing, but underneath it is a 90s Japanese car. And when we looked under it before, it was crusty. It's been well over a year since then, so I think we have a look underneath and just see how bad things have got. Because obviously we stored this inside.
No, it was a giant wet sand pit.
That's the one, that's how the leaves got there.
That's a pass.
That's not bad. Also, we paid £5 for that. An ML2 Turbo is not a cheap car.
No, that's, you know.
There's a sacrifice to be made for the way the car looks. But if you wanted a cheap ML2 Turbo, see us at Westbury Auctions on Friday.
Something that MOT testers do test for is binding brakes. So this side's, you might call that an old kind of disc. Would you like to try that one?
Oh, yeah. It's the Brembos.
Ah, Will, that's some people are going to want that in the auction. Well, hold on. Tyres are something that we'll get an immediate fail for, but good amount of tread, good amount of cracking. When are these from? They're from 2015, so they're 11 years old. So that's not great.
Most people say 4 or 5 is like expiry date of a tyre. Maybe if we have time, we might look at that. But the thing we have to think about is we are trying our absolute best to make a profit here. Yes, we could spend weeks on this car making it better, and we might make a bit more money, but we've got more money to make up. Yeah. We've got £5 to make up here. Small oil leak.
Well, it hasn't driven, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Underneath that second floor mat, it should be a bung, like you would see here, this rubber bung. But the rubber bung has disappeared, so it now means that this is straight to the ground, which is probably where a mouse or something has decided to go in from. Like this front brake. Oh no! No! Now hold on. Getting rid of the water.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's oil. You filling up?
Quite fuely. When your spark plugs aren't working, obviously the car is very rich, so that fuel can run down into your oil, and then that oil is now made much thinner, can wash out your bores and mess up your piston rings.
So as I drained the rest of the oil, Edwin got to work replacing the seized brakes.
Ben, I'll give you £5 if you can spin that.
Nah, you're right.
You turned down
See what I have
£5.
to deal with. A lot of times when you have a sticking caliper, it can be these here, these slide pins that go in and out. Now that actually feels okay. Ooh, that one feels quite stiff. So what we can do is we can take those out, clean them up, grease them up, and that might mean that now slides nicer. We'll also check in here in the pistons to see if we can push those back. You can also buy piston rebuild kits if your caliper is getting pretty old. This turned up. We have our Weird Tools series. This was supposed to go in the last episode, but it didn't go in. This is like a snap-on magnetic thing. Great. Now, the ridiculous thing about this, there's a flywheel. Ben, how heavy is this flywheel?
Very.
It's actually kind of crazy. So for brake jobs, you can just, brake pads as well. Put the brake pads on there too. Cool, now we get to work. When I need them, I've got them there. No pads, no caliper. Now he's kind of nice because they've put on this, what is this called, Will?
I'd say that is a grooved.
Grooved, that's the word I'm looking for. But they're also quite old. They've got a little bit of a lip coming through on them. So we will change them for the new Febby ones, and then we will push back the pistons, see if it gets stuck again or if it's happy, and go from there. Ben, you want to tap in on this? No. You feeling strong?
No.
Great. I'll try and involve you, and this is how you repay me.
You're the mechanic here.
No, I'm not. Ben, that's your job to take that out again.
Dirty. I don't like it's dirty.
That might be the most feeble attempt I've seen in my life at anything. Here is our carrier. There we go. Right, so I've just quickly taken these out, greased them up, and they now go in a lot smoother. So I'll clean up in here. This is where your brake pads actually sit in there. So we'll clean those up as well and give them some proper like Ceratec coating so that they have some anti-slip. What do you call it? Not anti-slip.
Anti-seize?
Anti-seize. I'll take off that disc and then we'll put it back together. You know what, Ben? How about you do something today? Do the honors, whack the disc off. Now, all I asked was for you to just hold a hammer and hit a disc once, and you've gone and put gloves on. In one, is it? Ooh, what a stance! I like that. Nice. Now, you're such an odd fellow when you work on cars.
You do it like a mime, you go...
Give that camera back.
I asked Ben to start recording because I was going to say, we're finished, look how good it spins. Yeah, Caliper's not on. It's late in the day, so we won't really know if the pistons are sticking. If the pistons are sticking, then obviously it will get stuck again. But we've done what we can for now. We don't have a piston rebuild kit or a new caliper, so that's a lot better. So I'll do the other side quickly as well. The rears seem okay, so we're good. Oh, now we're presented with a problem on this side. We've got the full Brembo caliper. I don't know if there's going to be a way, and then now we can reattach that later on.
I'll see if I can do a caliper rebuild.
That's great, thanks. I got the other front disc on, loosened the caliper the best I could, and then got back to investigating the headlight motor problem. All the fuses in there are fine, but then I just saw this one, RTR 30 amp. This supposedly has to do with the headlight retraction motors. So, seeing as that's missing, I'm wondering if there should be a fuse in there. Right, 30 amp, see what it does. Ready?
What have you done?
What's going on?
Is it, hold on, is it?
Why is it having a fit?
Now hold on. Now I did read something online. Wait for it. They're gonna sync up. There was a missing fuse. Someone has stolen a fuse from this car. Someone walked along and went, I need a 30 amp fuse. Where can I take it from? This car will do.
Another issue we have with this car is the clutch it's very strange. Now, again, we're trying to make a profit on this car. We need to make as much money back as possible. So throwing clutches in, spending ages doing that is probably not an option, but I am going to see if we can bleed the clutch. I've removed this piece of Italian plastic.
Hold on, was that visible before?
No.
That was a hidden Ferrari symbol. Maybe this is a Ferrari. So because this car is rear-engined, it has all of its hydraulic fluids up here at the front, the ABS system, all the master cylinder, all that sort of stuff. But that runs then to the back. So where Will is going to bleed from is going to be from up here at the front. And then you also bleed it on the slave itself. That's an interesting colour for that to be.
Hang on, let me get in there and have a little look. Can you say that again?
That's an interesting colour.
And one more time?
And that's an interesting colour.
Can you say it one more time?
And that's an interesting colour. Oh, not a great noise.
Okay, so it is somewhat the right colour. I was worried that it was red.
Now, it will eat into the profit a little bit, changing the tyres, but I think if the MOT tester turns up and sees the cracks going through these tyres, he might be more likely to look into the rest of it. Whereas if we have nice new tyres, nice new brakes, he might go, they've tried here. They've made an effort. I'll overlook some of the more crusty bits. Will, what's Ben's job?
Ben's job is purely to pump. I'm going to do 10 pumps of the clutch.
Here we go.
And then on the 10th pump, you will hold in and you will communicate to me that it has been held in loud and clear, and you'll turn that phone off.
Patricia's calling me. Hello?
Hi, good morning. You're speaking to Patricia.
We've had a great many of objects to go under cars, but this is our first time on a creeper.
It is. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to get mucky as a pup. Pretty good. Do you know what? There's only one thing that can improve it.
Look at this.
Me? I'm a mechanic. How do you get on this? Benjamin, are you ready?
Hang on.
Great.
10 pumps, well.
Is that what you're doing? Are you pumping right now?
I will. Do you want me to start?
No. Now begin.
1. Oh, it's not come back.
We'll pull it back up then. Right, now press the pedal. You press?
Horrible.
No, don't pump. You're just pressing it, yeah? Yeah?
Yep, it's out.
Now press it again.
Yep.
Okay. Now down. It's just so slow. Does the clutch go back up again now?
Yeah, I'll show the camera. So I just sort of touch it in gently, and then it sort of it
Hits the
flies
floor?
away from my foot.
Okay, you still have to do that. All right, I think we're gonna have to pressure bleed it because I know this is gonna take a age and it's just not working.
30 seconds.
It's not a good look from a distance.
Sorry, do you want me to help or not? I've offered to give myself to this, and you're making fun of me.
I'm not sure the pose is necessary.
Yeah, it is.
So Ben stayed in this position whilst we bled the air from the clutch system before moving on to the next jobs.
Right, new battery going in. Shout out GSF, sponsor of TDC. If you use TDC 25, I believe it is, you can get 25% off any car part GSF. So shout out to them.
Also, I ordered the wrong oil filter, so I just ordered one from GSF and it's ready to collect now. I ordered it like 45 minutes ago. You can collect it in half an hour.
Right, I've done some fiddling with the motors behind there. I've just put the fuse back in. Clean! It works. And a little bit of high beams for you, sir? Yep. Could I interest you in those? And then we'll turn those off, and then they should... Lovely. Right, electrics, all back up and working.
With that good news, we got the wheels sent off for new tyres. Then we filled it up with some fresh Motul oil.
I'd say that is just about spot on.
Meanwhile, I got to work giving the engine bay a good clean.
Oh no! This is my nice clothing!
You might have noticed in the background of this video, this wing mirror is deleted. Early Testarossas actually had only one wing mirror, so that's what the look we were going for. No, I walked past the car too close one day and just took the whole wing mirror with me. I think Will had a go with some siliconator, but it's not gone well. To give it a better chance of sticking, because glues will be involved here, I'm gonna see if I can take the base plate off, stick that back together so that it's actually bonded together. We'll leave it overnight and then we'll put it on first thing in the morning. Ben, can I please get a Phillips screwdriver? Oh, that's weird, I just managed to find one, so don't worry about it. Oh, thanks so much, man. That's as clean as it's going to get. It seems okay in there. Don't worry, Ben, the videographer's just walking past. Will behind the camera will do it. We've got some
Sticks X cat.
That's the one.
Yeah.
When silicon sealing your, first you want it to stop. You want to be just gentle with how much you apply. I'm going to go right along that seam.
That's a lot.
Oh no, there's going to be way more. Right, now comes the tricky. This is the tricky part.
Wipe off any X. This is like art attack.
That's exactly his one I made earlier.
More like Italians having a heart attack.
Now, if that falls off, I wouldn't be surprised. You want to form it to the shape. Tell me that's not an OEM curve.
That's not an OEM curve.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that's true. We're going to leave that to dry like you do all good car repairs. Sorry, if you're watching this, this is a joke. Don't worry, please don't sue us.
Now, taking the old air filter out, which is not looking great, it is a blueprint one, and lots of the parts actually have been blueprint because there's lots of Japanese parts. You can kind of see inside each crevice is really quite blocked and really quite dark. And also, have a sniff on that.
Why does that smell like an old school floor?
That's what it should look like.
Yeah.
So it's the same filter, but new. So this should, I think, make a difference because that was quite bad.
Wait, if I'm here, who's in the video?
And then our new tyres had arrived.
Oh, the double coins. I like that.
We are running a mismatched set.
Brand new set of double coins.
So double coins out front, out the back.
Black arrows. Okay.
A black arrow, sport macro.
Oh, I like that. A sport macro. The new owner will be pleased to note that the boot opens effortlessly. What? You just click this button. So you just click it.
Let's go.
You just click it.
And once more.
You just click it.
There we
There you go. You just click it upwards of 40 times. It will go.
Makes that noticeable Ferrari creak.
Also, this is nice. If you want to put it up,
Goes nowhere.
you can have it here or like here. Either way, whichever one you want.
Then we got to work removing the previous owner's rubbish left in the boot.
Now, we've got new tyres fitted to our wheels, ready to go on the car now. But in the meantime, while we've been waiting for those, I thought let's have a quick check-up of the real 355 prices. I always like to keep up to date. They're very, very expensive. So this could be a real bargain for someone. I found a nice yellow car on Auto Trader. It was like 85, 90,000 pounds. So I thought I'd run a car vertical check on it. It all looks pretty good. Got 60 out of 100 score. It's not super high, but it's not really, really low. We do have a yellow marker for mileage, but it's nothing too major. It just means that that car has been sat for a while. No major issues. It just means that you can speak to the owner and say, why was it sat for a while? Was it because it blew up, or was it because it was in storage?
Now, say for instance that you were going through Auto Trader, you find another Ferrari, maybe a 348. But then, when you run a car vertical report, all you need is a VIN or a number plate, and it will give you a report. You find out that, in fact, this car has got 2 records of damage. Damage unknown in the United States in 24 and in 25, and not only that, there are photos of the damage. So even though this car might look perfect on that nice shiny Auto Trader ad, with a car vertical report, you can see its previous life and you can pay the right price for it.
So if you're buying a used car, perhaps you're in the market for a nice, genuinely real Ferrari, you should always run a car vertical report. And if you do, make sure that you use our discount code TDC for 20% off your next report.
Leave no stone unturned, and also if you know that you're going to be buying multiple cars this year, you can bundle car vertical reports and get up to 50% off. So support us, use the code and get yourself a discount. We got the wheels with fresh new tyres back on the car, which means all of the mechanical work to get this car MOT ready is now complete. So the next morning, let's see how our Ferrari approved repairs have gone. That's structural. Right, should we go put it on the car and see if it holds? Oh, stuff's easy. What's Matt Armstrong on about? Well, if you could please do a test.
How strong's wind?
I'd say like that.
Like sort of this amount of pressure, this amount of pressure, this amount of pressure. Not going anywhere.
No, that's not going anywhere. Then it was time to break out the spray paint. Look at that, right?
Yep.
I like that. How does it look from here?
No, that's fantastic. It's amazing.
With the cosmetic repairs done, it was time to give it a proper clean.
What's going on there?
Car is cleaned as much as we physically could, but
It's looking better.
it does look way better. It's like faded red. It is obviously a Ferrari. It's got that Japanese red flavour where it's gone faded. So we have an MOT in about an hour and a half.
So let's polish the car.
This is going to be a big polish.
Yeah.
You may ask, where's that bearded guy? Where's the guy who normally does the detailing? We love Robin and he's much, much better than us, but he's a professional detailer and thus costs money. We cost absolutely nothing. So we thought we'd do it ourselves with some pads we already had and some compound we already had. Look at that.
That's quite cool. It's still a little bit foggy, but the people bidding on this car, they're going to be like 20 metres back. They're going to be over here and they're going to go, look at that!
No, but look at the difference.
That's a Ferrari right there. You've just started laughing.
Why are you rushing?
What is
Why are
that?
you rushing around? We've got loads of time.
Okay, great. Here we
The
go.
auction is like what, tomorrow basically?
Auction's tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, the MOT I booked is 6th of March.
So for context, today is the 11th of February.
Yes, today is the 11th of February.
And you booked it for when?
6th of March. But
6th of March!
I'll go and find another one.
The sun's coming out, and look at the colour on this
The
thing.
colour is absolutely unbelievable. Well, I'd say it's quite believable.
It's believable.
Yeah.
Do you want to break out your secret weapon? Paint matched.
Red pen in Rosso Corsa. Is that what it is in Italian? A whiteboard America.
Oh. So, with Will's paint pen being a complete disaster, we went to Raid next door. Black satin. We'll take that. Mini chili red.
It'll it's red, isn't it?
Now, come on now, actually.
That's not bad.
Now, come on now.
I just want to show you the colour.
Oh, no. That's my finger. That's the whole of my finger. You know what? I like it. So we got to work professionally touching up the rest of the car's bodywork. Look, all these YouTube channels taking months and months on restorations. We've proved here that you don't need it. Come on now. Hey. It's another one. It's another great one. You know what? If you stand back over here, you'd go, has someone painted the corner of that with red paint?
With the final repairs complete, it was time to get it on the road and to the MOT centre.
Where should we go?
Just do a normal loop. Did we talk? I didn't talk the wheels up. Let's go back and talk the wheels up. Right. Stupid. Back on the road in the Ferrari. I think we've actually done right by it.
We have.
I know that we put it in a worse condition than when we bought it, but I think we've brought it back to better than we owned it.
Absolutely.
When we bought this car, it was already in a little bit rough condition. We've improved a little bit. So now it's time to do what all Ferrari owners do after they own the car for a year. Try and make money on it.
Now, we paid 5, but the market will decide what it's now worth.
Taking into account everything we've spent on it, we had to buy tyres, we've done some brakes on it, we've done all sorts of cleaning things. Our total investment, I'm rounding up a little bit, £5,350.
Yeah.
The first way that we can get that number up is by taking it for an MOT.
Yes.
Our UK inspection, where they check to see if the car is road legal. If the car's road legal, when we put it through, people are going to go, I can drive back home.
If it fails its MOT, then we're in a bit of trouble. It's going to look bad, but if it passes,
it's great
could
news
be
for
us.
us. I think there's money in this car.
I think there is. I think we're seeing a profit on this one.
With just one day before this car was due to go up for auction, we finally dropped it off to the MOT centre.
Oh, you're right. I had a MOT book just for the Ferrari outside. You give us a call, yeah? Okay, cool. All right, nice one.
And about an hour later, they did call, and it was not good news.
Unsurprisingly, the Ferrari had failed.
Near side, front side repeater not working.
Is that it?
Both sides, no.
And the list of fails just kept getting longer.
No longer prevents the ingress of dirt. Exhaust lambda reading after second fast idle outside. Exhaust carbon monoxide content after carbon monoxide content. Near side rear position lamp with a multiple lights after side 100 prescribed areas corroded.
I think we go sell it.
Yeah, no, we have no time now.
People love a barn find.
So, out of time, it was the day of the auction.
The car didn't pass its MOT, but we're here nonetheless. So we've got to get this in the auction, get it signed up, and then we have to wait. I think there's going to be quite a while to wait. So we got the car off the trailer, into the lot, and then had to fill out some paperwork. So we just have to sign the car up to the auction. I reckon they got a lot of Ferraris through here. They got to be used to it.
Got V5?
We have one. That's a tick straight away.
MOT? We have one.
It has had one.
A reserve price.
What's the reserve?
I think it's £1.
99p?
99p reserve. How would we like to be paid?
Money, preferably.
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Make and model. What make is it?
With Ferrari, obviously.
Rolling project.
Rolling project. Exciting restoration opportunity. Right, additional information.
Additional information. Is a replica.
There's people looking at it.
I think this actually could be a diamond in the rough, this car, for some people.
Why is that?
Because it's a red Ferrari, isn't it?
It's not.
It is.
No, I hope we got that on camera, please. I said, hi there. He said, yeah, not bad, mate, and you?
So, with some time to kill before the auction starts, we thought we'd have a look at our competition.
Someone's done a similar restoration job to us in preparing this.
Were they down a very tight alley when
Yeah.
trying to clean it? They were like, I just can't get down there.
That's it, that's all I can do. With that, the auction had begun, and with us being lot 80 out of 90, we had a fair wait ahead of us, making us more and more nervous about the result.
I've never been to an auction. It's actually quite exciting. It's a little bit weird.
No big movements.
£300
You're going to end up buying that Kia if you keep moving. Stop moving, stop moving.
Once we'd finally calmed Ben down, the auction was in full swing. However, the cars were selling for shockingly low prices, anywhere from £200 to £1,000, nowhere near our £5,300 goal. It was really starting to look like we were going to lose a lot of money. And then, it was our Ferrari's turn.
Look at it go. You know what? We've done a good job on that.
We have.
Someone might think it's an actual Ferrari.
We might get a first bid of like 80 grand. Such a piece of shit. We're going to lose so much money.
We really are going to lose a lot of money on this.
But, to our surprise, people actually started to like it.
There's a buzz in the air.
There is.
There is a buzz in the air.
Oh, I can't believe it. We're going to lose so much money. If we just get the 300 back that we spent.
We'll be lucky to see our £24 auction fee back.
And then the bidding started. We're in a one. We're in a grand.
1,300.
The phones are going crazy.
15.
We're going for 5. Come on.
£1,700.
Come on, we've got to crack the 2. 1,900. Look. This is incredible.
If we crack 2, 250.
21. £2,500. Just lost half what we spent.
So if you're looking to lose a lot of money, get yourself a Ferrari replica, leave it in a field for a year, badly repair it, make it fail its MOT, and you'll lose £2,500 just like that.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see where we bought this car, you can watch that here. And we need to go and find £2,500 from somewhere.
Ben, we'll take your car. Stick it in the auction. Let's go.